Ever since I was a child, I had always admired Batman because, in my eyes, unlike every other superhero out there, he wasn't gifted with his abilities. He rather developed them through consistent training, and in some sense, he represented what a man could be if he truly applied himself. In this video, I'm going to talk about a couple of principles that Batman uses that are just going to skyrocket your discipline and make you unrecognizable. So let's get right into it. The single greatest force that feeds Bruce Wayne is a deep sense of purpose. His parents were killed right in front of his eyes at quite a young age, and that core memory gave him the mission that he's going to get rid of crime in Gotham City. And this sense of purpose acts like a power source that allows him to just continue going through difficulty after difficulty. No matter how broken his body gets, his sense of meaning never lets his spirit break. But let's be honest, most of us do not have an origin story like Bruce Wayne. In fact, our origin stories might look quite the opposite, just completely missing of all purpose. In the 21st century, most young men are lost. They're either sedated by instant pleasures in the form of pornography, clubbing, weed, video games, scrolling, or they're just in a rat race to go from school, then uni, and then get stuck doing a 9-to-5 job that does not fulfill them. Here is what I would personally recommend. Sit down and find meaning in your life. Ask yourself this question before your time on this planet is up and you return to God. What is it that you would like to have achieved, or what kind of a man would you like to have become before that happens? The answer that you come with has to be truly meaningful to you, because this is going to be your compass, your source of fuel when the world beats you down. So make sure that there is some substance to this answer. I'm not gonna lie, at the initial stages of my own self-improvement journey, the things that motivated me and gave me meaning were fairly surface level. I just wanted to be the strongest guy in my bloodline, wanted to have a shit ton of money, wanted to be good enough to fight 2-3 untrained people at once. In short, I wanted to be a badass. And at that stage of my life, these set of goals did fuel me. I started waking up early, started eating healthy, and my life was filled with some form of meaning. But then as life goes on and you enter your late 20s and perhaps accomplish some of your previous goals, you realize that your mind requires a deeper sense of meaning that is not just centered around yourself and your own ego, but rather centered around something bigger than you. Like, consider the case of Bruce Wayne. He was a billionaire, had access to all the luxuries in the world, yet he found meaning in bettering his community. He wanted no other child to have the fate that he did. Just like that, the further you get along in your self-improvement journey, it's bound to happen that the goals in your life are going to change. For me now, things that I would consider as my North Star are, firstly, number one, to have an excellent relationship with my Creator. I want to live on this earth and follow His rules and regulations and become His favorite person. Number two, I want to be the best son that I can be, the best husband that I can be, the best brother, the best friend. I truly want to become a pillar of my community, and this grants me meaning in my life. Once you have figured out the destination, which is basically your purpose, the next step is to make the journey. Start moving step by step towards your destination. But remember this, Bruce Wayne did not become Batman in a single day. It took him 10 plus years before he finally became Batman and could achieve his purpose of eliminating crime from Gotham. But it is that 10 years of journey that is what equipped him with all the necessary skills required to be Batman and achieve his purpose. So let's say your purpose is to become an entrepreneur who makes 10k a month and someone who has an excellent physique. The next question that you need to ask yourself is that, what am I doing on a daily basis to come closer to this destination? And if you're not committing at least 2 to 4 hours a day walking towards your purpose, then you're not living up to your potential. The first day that you go to the gym or start creating content for your business, you are going to feel super uncomfortable. You're barely going to be able to lift the bar, your form is going to suck, your YouTube videos are going to get 5 views and half of those are going to be from your mom. But remember, when Bruce Wayne started training to become Batman, he was zero as a martial artist, he was a zero as a detective. It took him years before he got good at any of them. So if you've just started walking on the path, accept that you are going to suck, but remember that this suck isn't going to last forever. it will eventually get easier. The weight that you lift now is eventually going to be your warm-up set. The videos that once got 10 views are eventually going to get thousands of views. The only way to ensure that you never really accomplish anything is to give up before you ever get good at it. I'm going to provide you with a secret weapon that is going to make this journey of yours significantly easier. Do the same thing at the same time every single day until it becomes part of your identity. So if you want to be consistent at learning martial arts, fix a damn time that you're going to show up every day at. And when the clock hits that time, drop everything and go. Fix a damn time when you're going to create content. And when the clock hits that time, drop everything and create. Trust me, once you've done this drill for long enough, you are going to find these things effortless to start. We have all seen the version of Bruce Wayne that becomes Batman, and frankly, he has to endure a lot of hardship and pain during that process. And the truth is, you would have to go through frustration, suffering, and thousands of failures during the course of your journey. So this sort of suffering to become your higher self is great and it's desirable. But if you think that you can avoid feeling any suffering at all by not bothering to ever become your higher self, then you are wrong. There is a whole different kind of suffering waiting for you when you, Bruce Wayne, does not evolve into Batman. The first thing that is going to happen is that you are going to fill your life with fleeting instant pleasures. They're going to fry your dopamine receptors. You're going to feel depressed, guilty, anxious, purposeless, and unfulfilled each and every day for the rest of your life. So in short, you have two choices. Either you endure the suffering of reaching your highest self and actually feel good about yourself, or you endure the suffering of living a purposeless life and suffering every single day of your life. Once you truly start looking at the world around you with this framework, then what once seemed like hard, undesirable work now seems like a gift, an opportunity to mold yourself. And when you look at things like scrolling, video games, alcohol, they no longer seem like items of pleasure, but they rather seem like items of suffering. Many other principles that can be taken away from Batman, but the one that personally stands out to me is his ability to tame his lust. He's constantly being seduced by Catwoman, Poison Ivy, Talia al Ghul, but he never succumbs to his lust and betrays his morals and principles. As a man, you have this biological inclination to be attracted to the opposite gender. But in the modern world filled with pornography and apps for one-night stands, it is a slippery slope to become a slave to your lust. But if you can become the kind of man who's disciplined enough to take control of his desires, that is when you begin to feel truly free. As always, in case no one has told you this today, I'm rooting for you.